everybody, and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'll be doing a 2024 election prediction between Kamala Harris and Dan Crenshaw. This is kind of random. I just thought of Dan Crenshaw, and obviously Kamala Harris is one of the most likely Democratic candidates. So I just did her. By the way, I haven't already pre-done this. I'm just gonna be doing this like on the spot. Also, I'm very tired right now. I got the COVID vaccine yesterday, my first shot. Because now I'm old enough, and I was fine most of yesterday, and actually all yesterday and most of today, but it just kind of like hit me out of nowhere at like 8:45 probably, and I'm just like really out of it right now. I don't even know if it's just that or if it's just that I'm tired, but I'm gonna go get started by leaving all of Harris's safe states. Colorado is gonna be safe. Crenshaw won't be able to get the rural turnout needed, and he certainly won't have the support with Hispanic and Latino voters necessary for for his safe states. Over here, all these are expected to be safe. Missouri, Indiana, definitely going to be safe. Kansas is a hard call between being likely and safe, so I'll just label it likely and discuss it when I get to it. For Harris's likely states, New Mexico, Virginia, Minnesota, I guess, and Nebraska second. Well, Crenshaw gets Kansas, Nebraska's first, South Carolina, Iowa, Ohio, Maine second. Maine at large is likely for Harris. Maine second, and Alaska for Crenshaw. So, for Harris in New Mexico, Crenshaw won't be able to get enough turnout from oil workers, though he'd probably do better than Harris with them. But he's also not going to be strong enough with Hispanic and Latino voters. In Nebraska's second, he's just not going to be strong enough in the suburbs. Probably be better than Trump, but Harris is a pretty strong suburban candidate, and they're going to continue to shift to the left. In Minnesota, Harris is going to do well enough in the Minneapolis area, and Crenshaw won't be able to get the working class turnout. And at large, pretty inelastic. I don't see Crenshaw doing worse than Trump with white rural college educated voters, but I also don't see him doing like amazing with the Trump base, but it'll probably still end up being like D+9. If Crenshaw's likely states Alaska, it's going to continue to shift to the left. We're going to see a more Native American vote share. We're likely going to not see many oil workers turn out, but we're going to likely see them favor Crenshaw. Kansas, it's hard because Crenshaw's going to get less rural turnout. We'll probably do better with the rural vote just because Harris is pretty bad for the rural vote, but the suburbs are also going to continue to shift it to the left. So it'll probably be likely. Nebraska's first. He's just going to worsen the suburbs and not get the rural turnout. Iowa, Ohio, Maine second. He's going to do a lot better with Trumpist voters than Harris, even though he probably won't get enough turnout. Probably carry them on by like 6 or 7%. He's just not going to be strong enough for the working class in Ohio to carry it by the same amount. Or in most of these states with these major Trump demographics, white rural voters specifically. He's not going to be able to get enough turnout, but he'll be better with them than Harris would be. Or he'll probably do better, but not get enough turnout than Trump. For Harris's lean states, Nevada, New Hampshire, and that is it. Crenshaw will get Texas and Florida. Now, for Harris in Nevada, Crenshaw's not going to be able to get the rural turnout needed, and Harris is probably going to be better with the white working class, with the Hispanic and Latino vote. New Hampshire, Crenshaw's just going to be better with the white rural college educated vote, which will help him there. But it could still easily be likely. And then for Crenshaw's lean state, Texas, he's not going to get the rural turnout needed. He's going to do worse with Hispanic and Latino voters. Probably end up carrying it by 3 or 4% as a result. Florida, he has more appeal, I think, to a lot of these suburban voters. The suburbs are going to continue to shift to the left, but they'll be able to retain support. Whereas Harris will probably do better with the Hispanic and Latino vote, and he'll end up carrying it by like 1.5%. Now for the remaining states, the tilt states, which of course will decide it all. I'm just going to go state by state because once again, I haven't done this before, and some of these are kind of hard calls. Arizona, I'm going to narrowly give it to Crenshaw. The thing is, yes, he's gone. Pretty Trumpist. However, Harris is definitely farther to the left than Biden. And Crenshaw, I think has more appeal to a lot of these traditional conservative suburban voters that did not like Trump. And considering the fact that Harris is not as moderate as Biden, would also, I think, narrowly give it to Crenshaw despite potential gains with Hispanic Latino voters for Harris. Next state, let's just go to Georgia. I'm going to narrowly give it to Harris. She's probably going to do better in Atlanta, and she's probably going to do better in the suburbs. Well, actually, it's going to be lean. Here's the thing. She's going to do better in Atlanta, and she's going to do better in the suburbs. Crenshaw is just not going to get the rural turnout needed. And I'll probably lose it by like 1.5% as a result. Now, I'm going to go label North Carolina. Harris, I mean, like, she's going to do pretty average for a Democrat with the black vote. Crenshaw's not going to get a whole lot of rural turnout, though, which will probably hurt him. And he's not going to get a whole lot of working class turnout, but he'll do better with both of these demographics. Whereas Harris is probably going to get similar turnout with black voters and have similar and do better in the suburbs, giving it to Crenshaw by like 0.5%, very narrow. And then, of course, the Rust Belt, because it's probably going to come down to the Rust Belt. I'll start from the West. It's a hard call, but I'm going to give Crenshaw, Wisconsin. I mean, like, looking at it, Harris is just a really bad candidate for the working class. She seems too establishmentarian, which is gonna hurt her. She'll probably do better in Milwaukee, but it probably won't be enough considering the fact that Crenshaw. I mean, like, it's a hard call because actually I am gonna give it nearly to Harris because I don't see Crenshaw. Oh, it's a really hard call. I don't see Crenshaw getting the support from the working class that Trump did or getting the turnout. Whereas he's probably going to do better with the working class, whereas Harris will probably do better in Milwaukee. It's a really hard call. I'm going to narrowly give it to Crenshaw, though. I just see him doing better in the suburbs as well. It's really tough, but he's going to do better he's probably going to do better with the working class that does turn out. Michigan, I'm going to give to Harris. She's going to do worse with the working class, yes, and worse, but she's probably going to do better in Detroit. Where Crenshaw will probably do similarly, or he's better than Trump in the suburbs. I'm not going to say he's going to do better than Trump because they're going to continue to shift to the left. And then it all does come down to Pennsylvania, which I'm going to narrowly give to Harris. This entire Rust Belt, or not all of it, but a lot of these states could easily be flips. Most of the Rust Belt, I would say maybe not Michigan, could easily be a flip. Arizona could be a flip. Could see Georgia probably not gonna be a flip. Wisconsin could easily be a flip. A lot of these are kind of weird. But here's the thing: Harris is she's gonna do worse. Yes, Crenshaw's just not gonna get the rural turnout that he needs. He's not gonna get the turnout from this Trump working class base. A lot of this all his strengths in Pittsburgh that he's gonna be able to need to win. Whereas Harris will likely retain much. I combined the most and much of the support in Philly. Narrowly giving it to her. I completely forgot to talk about Virginia. Crenshaw won't be able to get the rural turnout. Harris will probably do better in the DC suburbs. So I believe that's every state. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, or that I've talked about, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. Stay tuned for my next video tomorrow. Once again, I'm kind of tired right now from the vaccine. I think it's from the vaccine. I'm just tired. I would assume it's from the vaccine. So yeah, I'll probably still be uploading tomorrow. I'm just gonna be really tired again. So yeah, please comment your suggestions for that video down below. Stay tuned for my video tomorrow. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.